So another one of the most commonly asked questions that we get when we're doing poison ivy remediation services, is the herbicide safe for my animals, my pets, for myself, for our children? What's the scoop with that, essentially? And we always refer to our labels and SDS sheets. On every single one of our trucks, we carry this giant book binder. It's all organized of all of the labels of all of the pesticides that we use. And on the label, it says that it's hazardous to humans and animals. But if you read the label a little bit further, it says that once the application is dry, it's safe to be in. So it's probably hazardous in its concentrate form if they were to come into contact with it. The other thing, we're treating poison ivy. So I would ask you to stay out of the area anyways. Just because we're treating poison ivy, you shouldn't go in there unless you absolutely have to. Same thing with your animals, because animals can get urushiol oil, the oil that causes the poison ivy rash, on their fur, and then they come in, they give you a nice big hug, and then they give you a poison ivy rash. How nice, right? But that's how it happens. And so I would ask you to keep yourself out of the area and also your pets until we can remediate it and solve that issue. As far as garden plants and other damaging things, the herbicide that we use is called Garlon. I'll actually hopefully attach the label and SDS sheet below this one or included in this one. And it's a selective systemic herbicide. It's selective in a sense that it only affects broadleaf weeds and woody stem plants. It does not kill a blade of grass. So depending on where the poison ivy is growing, we might cause damage to landscape plants, but we might not. We do our best as applicators to not damage your landscape. That's not the goal, right? We don't come out there and spray everything around your property so that way you have to go get a whole new landscaping just to solve your poison ivy issue. That's not efficient. It's not effective. Nobody wants to do that. So what we do is we do spot spraying. And in very sensitive areas, what we'll do is we'll go down to the ground level. We'll find the root system. We'll clip the root system and poison the stump. What's above dries out, and what's below absorbs the concentrated herbicide and kills it down to the root. So that's how we do our best to not damage your landscape plants. In certain situations, some plants are just completely overtaken, and I'm probably going to recommend that you just remove the entire shrub altogether because there's probably no saving it. So I hope that answers your question.